Hi guys, Arptastic here. It seems to have become a bit of a recurring theme to start my videos off by saying it's been too long since the last one, but here we are, better late than never, right? So obviously I've been away for a while, but it's given me the chance to have a proper think about the format of my videos and how I'd like to do things going forward. Based on your guys' feedback, I've decided to do what I think makes more sense, which is to split progress videos between this account and my alt so I can get the opportunity to talk about each one in a bit more detail. I know my videos are already pretty short, but I've always been a fan of making these things in sort of bite-sized episodes, so hopefully you guys support this change. Something I want to mention while I'm thinking about it too is that my alt is no longer called Moors. I was debating this name change for a little while and I eventually settled on Arptacular. I like the idea of keeping both names with the ARP prefix, this account being ARP mixed with Fantastic and the alt now being ARP mixed with Spectacular. There was no real motivator for this change, it's just something I decided to do, so I felt like having something different. Having settled with this though, I personally really like it and I think it's more obvious to anyone else that the accounts are linked. Anyway, that's enough of the behind the scenes stuff, let's get back to the progress. So, in 11 months, you'd kind of expect me to have made some decent gains. I think I've made a sizable dent in working towards some of my goals, the biggest one being runecrafting, so we'll start with that one first. Last time you guys were here, I was on about 33.1 mil runecrafting experience. I've managed to get that up to 87.5 mil now, so I've gained about 54.4 mil experience since the last episode. That's actually put me at the front page for runecrafting as well, which is really nice. I'm currently sitting at rank 21, the top 25 are quite competitive, so I'm not sure how far I'll manage to climb up the ranks in the end, but it's pretty exciting to have another skill on the front page. In terms of numbers, it translates to roughly 1.8 million soul runes, but I don't actually have that much to show for it because, one word, farming. Of course, there are some other things the money's gone into, like Slayer gear for Arptacular and supplies for some other skills, but farming, that's the biggest culprit. Something that started to concern me while I was runecrafting, I was going an awful long time without seeing the pet. According to a post made by Modlutty on Twitter, I was actually rank 1 dry of the pet at the time, but my luck all turned around at 71.9 mil experience when I finally got the Rift Guardian. Really pleased with that. Unfortunately, I can't have it out here because I run the risk of dying, but at least I know it's waiting for me in the bank for when I do something safer. So, next off, if you remember from my last video, I kinda swore I'd finish Hunter, and well, to put it bluntly, I didn't. I made some progress, I'm up to level 91 now, but still don't really have the finish line in my sights at this stage. Something interesting did pop up as a result of the recent Fossil Island update though. Technically, despite this account's limitations, I am able to get the kudos required to get to the island. As a sort of side end goal, sounds weird saying it like that, but I'd like to eventually go for all the skilling related pets available on this account, including Herbie. I think it's actually more beneficial for me to train at my current lower level tracking herbivores instead of hunting chinchompas, and then benefit from whatever level I'm at afterwards, which could potentially even be 99, going for the baby chinchompa and eventually 200 mil experience. As I'd like Hunter to be the next 99 I get, I think it still makes sense for me to do it in that order because it will help me fund 99 construction next. Soul runes are okay, but they only really seem to cover my outgoings and I end up breaking even. So just a quick look back at runecrafting actually. As I'm sure you guys know by now, my primary goals with it are to get 99 crafting and 99 mining. Well, I'm actually done with crafting now. I'm sitting on 17.3 mil experience today. I always knew that crafting was going to come first as you do gain more crafting experience here than you do mining. Per rune you get 4 crafting experience because each dense essence block gives you 8 crafting experience when mined and 8 more when chiseled, and each block makes 4 runes. Compare that 4 to the 3 mining experience you get per rune, 12 per block, and again each block makes 4, and when you add these up over a long period of time, that 25% difference really starts to show. I'm on 96 mining at the moment and still a little bit away from the next level, but it does mean that I've only got about 31.2 mil runecrafting experience left to go, so I'm already about 73% of the way there. Initially I'd hoped to get hunter, thieving and construction out of the way before finishing, but now depending on what kind of motivation I have along the way, mining might actually come first. Anyway, with crafting it's nice to finally have this cape. There are still a few instances where I'll be using dueling rings to bank instead, like runecrafting for example, where it's better for me to wear the agility cape, but yeah, nevertheless, 99k well spent, great cape to have, useful, and I'm sure it will look great accumulating dust sitting in my bank. So I just wanted a quick section to discuss some miscellaneous things and various other side goals I have on the go currently. 200 mil cooking was one of the bigger ones. You guys may have heard recently with the make all update and interfaces, one of them you can see here while I make wines. It's opened up the opportunity for one tick karambwans to be a lot more viable, and it's pretty much eliminated the need for mouse keys while doing it. Unfortunately and kind of annoyingly for me, I've already bought all the jugs of water I needed to do wines to 200 mil, but I don't have enough grapes though, so I'm having a think about that and deciding if I'm going to end up selling my supplies and hopping on the karambwan bandwagon, or if I'll stick to the plain and simple click and wait method here instead. The other thing to consider is the fact that you'll actually make money with karambwans, whereas I'm going to be losing it with wines. To be fair, it's not much, but it's definitely a factor to it. Another 200 mil that I've been really interested in pursuing lately is fire making, but I'll probably save that for progress video number 6, which hopefully I won't make you guys wait another 11 months to see. But yeah, it's good to be back. I want to get more videos out, but I think the issue is that when I give myself a deadline I end up burning out, so I think this time I'm going to be honest and say I'm not sure when the next video is going to be here, but I do want to continue. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be alternating progress videos between Arptastic and Arptacular. I think it makes sense to do one and then the other, but it will probably depend on which account I'm focusing on more at the time. When I get into it, I always enjoy making these videos and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. them, because I do genuinely have a lot of fun putting these together. There's also quite a bit of progress on this account that I wasn't able to cover in this video. I didn't want it to turn out being too long and straying too far away from the format that I'm familiar with, so hopefully I'll be able to cover everything I missed in the next one. There's also another game I've been playing that I'm really interested in putting on here as another separate series. Gonna keep that one under wraps for now though, while I have a think about how it would work. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Just wanted to slip in a quick thank you here as well for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers and for being so patient with me in my dodgy upload schedule. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.